Hello, and welcome to this week's Tuesday review video. This week we're going to be talking about the new e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. A couple of months ago at this point, I think, I reviewed their original Camo Concealer, and then they have more recently launched this Hydrating Camo Concealer. I didn't love the original Camo Concealer because I found it a little bit dry, and I have really crinkly old lady dry under eyes, so I was really excited when they were going to launch this, and I was even going to put an e.l.f. order through to buy this and the putty that I mentioned a week or so ago. But then my Walmart started carrying it, so instead of having to put an order through and pay shipping, I got to just go to Walmart to buy it. I love when that happens. I love when stores start carrying things, you know? I tried to keep the package intact for you, and it didn't work when I got it out, so this is the package that came in. I wrecked it. I'm sorry. Mine is in the shade Fair Warm, and in one tube you get 0.2 fluid ounces, which is 6 milliliters, and it comes with one of those absolutely massive doe foot applicators that I think you would refer to as a buck foot applicator. You are Emily Noel. Like, just one of these absolutely massive ends here. So because I just read the packaging, we are going to take a look at it on e.l.f.'s website to see what they instruct you to do with it. So the Hydrating Camo Concealer by e.l.f., it retails for $6. I believe that is $6 American. It comes in, it looks like 25 shades. Honestly, the shade range is a little bit weird. There seem to be a lot of mid-tone shades and not very many dark shades. And honestly, not very many very fair shades either. I know that it might look like it on the website, but e.l.f. has a history of, like, the colors will look light on the website and then they come in and they're actually pretty dark. So I think they should go a little bit fairer and definitely much darker. Details. Our Camo Concealer just got better. Our new lightweight full coverage formula doesn't flake and gives your skin a boost of hydration for a satin finish. Camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, hydrating, and long wearing concealer. Shade match guarantee. Love yo e.l.f. We want you to be 100% happy with the shade you chose. If you are not, we will refund your purchase within 30 days. I didn't know that. That's amazing. Okay. So then we're going to go to how to use as well. Use the wand to apply concealer to desired areas. Pat out gently with your finger, brush, or sponge for a smooth blend. So pretty much use it as you would regular concealer. And I have to admit, I much prefer the Hydrating Camo Concealer to the original kind. I think this has all of the positives of the other one, like being full coverage, you know, having, like, not oxidizing, which e.l.f. concealers have done for me in the past. This one does not get darker when I put it on. Being full coverage, you know, blending out super nicely with my sponge and that sort of thing, but it doesn't get dry and flaky and cakey, and I love it for that. So I do put it on under my eyes, and I set it with powder, which is actually hilariously enough the e.l.f. matte powder that comes in the loose form, and I set under my eyes with just a brush, which I believe is also an e.l.f. brush. I've become a really big e.l.f. girl, apparently. And I find that my concealer lasts all day. Like, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't flake, it doesn't look bad. The only thing that sometimes happens is my mascara smudges, depending on the mascara I'm wearing, which is not the concealer's fault. And I find it does a really good job of holding my eyeshadow on, and, you know, keeping my eyeshadow colors bright, but that could also just be because it's such a fair color, because I'm so pale. And I don't know. I really like this concealer. I feel like with this concealer, like, I feel like e.l.f. watched my video on the Camo Concealer and then fixed all the things I didn't like. So this is a really great, you know, less expensive option for concealer. I have never tried the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer because it's expensive and I think it's an Ulta exclusive, so I would have to order it online, which is not my favorite. But I can imagine, you know, the way other people describe Shape Tape, I can imagine this is similar. Maybe not quite as full coverage as the Shape Tape, the way people describe it, but pretty close. It doesn't, like, it's not completely, like, cover a tattoo full coverage. But for me, it covers enough that I feel like my under eyes look brighter. I look more awake, and it doesn't look fake. You know what I mean? I feel like a little bit of darkness under my eyes. For me, someone who has pretty dark circles in them, like these big protruding eyes, I feel like having completely nothing under my eyes is going to look really unnatural and weird. So I feel like this does a great job of kind of masking that, but letting a little bit of it show through, and just keeping everything sort of nice and smooth and even and looking like natural. e.l.f. for me does a really good job of doing full coverage, but in a more natural way, and that's what I really love about them, because I don't want to look like I have perfect skin, because I don't, because I'm a human being, and I really love e.l.f. for that. So yeah, overall, I struggle to think of a complaint on this one. It dries down nicely. I do set it with powder, but I really only set with powder in the inner corner, so like out here, where I didn't set it with powder, it dries nicely. It's not tacky, but it's not too matte, you know, it dries nicely. It lasts all day. It's got a decent amount of coverage. They could have a few more shades in there, I won't lie to you, but the shade range isn't awful. We have seen worse. There are companies out there that still make products and launch them in worse shade ranges, so that's that. The price range is great because e.l.f. is always affordable. e.l.f. is cruelty free. I don't know. I was gonna say the packaging, maybe, because I think with this giant doe foot applicator, eventually I'm gonna get frustrated because there's gonna be stuff stuck on the side. Still, I'm not gonna be able to get it, but like, whatever. That is like the most hokey complaint I could ever think of, because what concealer doesn't come in a doe foot applicator these days, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I struggle to think of a complaint. Have you tried this concealer? Can you think of a complaint? I can't think of one. I like it. It looks good. Makes me feel like I look awake. I'm wearing it right now. Can you tell? It's under my eyes. Do I look awake? Do I look nice under my eyes? Because that's this. That's not me. And anyway, I guess thank you so much for watching this week's Tuesday review video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Bye!